Two, one.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Troy Music with my boy Z Fly, and you know what time it is. It's time for the real hot and fresh radio show. You know what we doing? We keeping it fresh all summer long, baby. That's what's up, y'all. It's time to get to it. It's 8 o'clock. What's up, Z Fly? How you doing, Z Fly? How you doing? Talk to me. How's your week going?
Oh my God, because Mr. Troy Weeks, I'm having a great. This has been a great weekend. Actually, you know me, I'm always doing some type of weekend getaway thing. So you will
Where you
be,
at?
yeah, you'd be surprised to know where I'm at right now. If I told you, you'd be like, "That Z Fly is too much."
Z Fly. Z
Hey,
Fly. I thought you was in North Carolina, so clearly you're not. Or are you?
wait, say it again.
I thought you was in North Carolina. Are you not in North Carolina? Oh, excuse me, Sunsetter. Excuse
But
me. We keep it
but
high all summer long. Yeah.
but I wasn't. But listen, I was in North Carolina, but I'm celebrating a friend's his birthday. So for his birthday
Ah,
celebration, you know what I'm saying, we decided to go somewhere. So yeah, I'm a little bit more down south right now. Yeah, now.
are you in ATL? Where you at? You at, man? You was
Yeah.
out and about. Oh, I'm so mad. That's why I'm going to LA tomorrow. Hi. That's right. I'm going to LA tomorrow
Yes, you
to be
are.
there for
So
a week.
listen.
I'm excited. I've
Yeah.
never been to LA outside of the airport when I lived in Australia. I've never been to LA outside the airport. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to set my feet on the ground outside of the airport in LA to see my best friend, Sean Dennis, aka Rashi. I'm super excited.
You gotta
So
like.
yes, I don't know last week what happened last week. I don't even know because I'm so focused on LA. I don't know what happened.
There you
But it was a week and it happened. How about that? I'm getting ready to get to LA. So without
okay.
further ado, we don't have any more things for right now. Besides
Yeah.
keeping it fresh, keeping it really hot fresh all summer long. We can get right into our first segment of the day, which is called the mailbox.
The
And the mailbox
mailbox.
question is this. It's going to say this. At what age is a boy considered a man? Are the adult age laws accurate to the reality of a male's growth? We want to hear from y'all out there as we do this. Y'all on Facebook land, Twitter land, YouTube land, all that good stuff. We
Right.
definitely must here. So we would definitely you guys out there. What age a boy considered a man? Technically, if law still correct, they say 18. At 18 years old, you can kick you out. At 18 years old, you can, buy a scratch ticket. At 18 years old, you can, you don't need a guardian to say, hey, you can't do this. That's time. So
Right.
18, I think it's still the same. Considered a man. Considered a man. No, I'm gonna change that. That's the legal age of being a man. But that's to me, that's not the age to become a man. The age to become a man technically is 25.
Thank
You gotta
you.
be 25. After 20, you're still growing 22, 24. But when you're 25 and you can rent a car and have to pay the access extra fees, then you're a man. When
Thank
you get
you.
into the older club
Right.
and not have to work, you're a
Exactly.
man. So I say
Exactly. Now,
25. Do
so
something.
can I tell you about something that happened recently with this topic? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, I was talking to a friend, and she was talking about she was talking about my nephew. My nephew is 15 years old, and then she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, I remember whenever your nephew was a little baby. You know what I'm saying? You used to carry him on your hips and have Pampers or whatever." He said, and then she was like, "Oh, he's a young man now." So so whenever she said young man, I was like, "No, no, no, no." I said, "He's not a young man." I said, he's a teenager, he's a boy. And she's like, he is a young man. He's a man. He's 15. He's gonna. So like me and her had a back and forth because
Going back
see,
and forth.
right, because see, like in my opinion, 15, like to me, 15 is not a young man. Like you said, 18, 18 or either 20, you're closer to being, a man. So you know what I'm saying, maybe at 18 you're a young man or 19 or 20. But 15, see, I feel like people I don't know what it is about society or either just culture that it's like people want to rush males to become men. But if you notice, Troy, a lot of times people don't say, "Oh yeah, this is my young girl." I mean not girl. This is my young woman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times with females, they try to call them, "Oh yeah, this is my little girl. This is my baby girl." They always use the word girl. You know what I'm saying? With females, they don't really want to rush females to grow. But when it comes to a male, it's like, "Oh yeah, this is my little man. He's a man, my young man." Let these males be boys. Let them be teenagers because once they are officially men, they got so many problems. So yes, me and her was going back, me and her was going back and forth because she was like, oh, well, yeah, he's 15, yeah, he's a young man, you don't know what he's doing. And then she was like, oh, does he have a girlfriend? Well, to me, even if you do have a girlfriend, that don't make you a man. I mean, you have a girlfriend at 12 years old. Does that make you a man? You know what I'm saying? So like, to me, the ignorance of it was just too much. It was like, are you serious? Like, no, he's not a young man. He's a teenager. He's only 15. Like, just let him be a teenager. Let's let him be a boy.
I mean, a man, but he's definitely still a boy. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that words of power and how we use things and what we say. And I feel like, that's just, unfortunately, that's the society we live in because of the way that life has been for us in way before our time. Think about it. Old school. Young men start going to work 13, 14, 15, trying to take care of the house. You know what I'm saying? So they're still thinking with that mentality. That's always been the mentality. You 13, you a man. That's
Right.
back then. 13, you a man now. You can take care of the house. His balls ain't dropped yet. You want him to go over here and go get a job? Let him go finish his education. Learn what it is to be a real man, what real men did in history. To become a real
Right.
man, So I agree with that, but that's just the way, to me, the way his life has always been. It's always
Yep.
been, men have to be, grow up faster. Men have to start work soon. Men have to, know how to take care of home. Men have to, and women, they did girl things because it's always, oh, girls do this, girls do that, girls do this, girls do
Yeah.
that. They don't. That's the fact. They don't say, well, what's what women do. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. I knew you was gonna say that because I know how you are about
Yeah.
words.
You know what I mean? And then also too, exactly. And then also too, Troy. Okay, now she said, okay, he's a young man or a man at 15. Okay, for one thing, he can't even vote. He can't even go buy alcohol. He can't even get into a club. He can't do any of these grown things. But yet we want to put the man on him at a 15-year-old. Okay, let him be able to, vote. Drive me down the street in a car. Whatever. Before before we start calling people men. So yeah.
Question for you though: do you feel that at the adult age, laws are accurate to the reality of a man's role right now?
No, I would say no. You know what? To me, even to me, 18 is still too young to be saying, "Oh, you're a man now." Because you know what I'm saying? Because whenever I hear 18 and 19, those two numbers still have teen in them, so they're still teenagers. You know what I'm saying? They're at the last, couple of years of being a teenager, but they're still teenagers. I feel like 20 should be kind of like, what I'm saying, where you start to call them a young man because what I'm saying, at 21, what I'm saying, you're able to do more things, get alcohol, get in club or whatever it may be, what I'm saying, at 21. So I definitely feel that even 18, what I'm saying, like being, oh, he's a man now. So all these things apply to him. What I'm saying, like what I'm saying, you're just about to graduate school. Either you're graduated school. So what I'm saying, your mentality isn't there for a man. So I still think, what I'm saying, the law saying at 18, you're now an adult, you're now grown, you're now a man. To me, that's still young. To me, I feel like 21 should be officially the adult age. Even though at 21, you're not, what I'm saying, you're not still mentally, what's the word? Or mentally, what I'm saying, mature. But 21 is better than 18. You know what I'm saying? You're out of school
Gotcha.
now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to go into college. I just feel like 18 is too young. Because one more thing, because Troy, we see what happened in the statistics. 18-year-olds, look at all the mess they be in. All these children everywhere that they cannot take care of. And you know what I'm saying? They don't really know what they want. You know what I'm saying? They're at this job today, they're at that job tomorrow. Because you know what I'm saying, you just got out of high school, like you know what I'm saying, now you're ready to kind of just wild out a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's just, in reality, 21 is technically an age when you become a man because you can buy
Yeah.
liquor, or you
Yeah.
can, find your own apartment most of the time. Like, I mean, you can do that at 18, but 21 is legal. Like you're legal enough to make your own decisions as a
Right.
man. So
Right.
21, I feel like you legally become a man, but 25 is when you really become a man.
Woo.
Um,
Come on.
and then yeah, that's been that. I mean, that's me. That's my 2 cents for the mailbox. I'm just saying.
Okay. There you
Are
go.
we,
Yeah.
are we ready to keeping it really hot and fresh on Summer Long as we fly?
Okay. That's what we're doing. Bam, right there.
That's
Right
right. So first ad is coming up right now. My magic. There it goes. So ladies and gentlemen, Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on StreamYard via StreamYard Facebook /Real Hot Fresh or YouTube /RHF. You can check us out live. You can interact with us right here, the same way we doing what we doing. You can be saying, hey, what's up, y'all? This is how I feel. We want you guys out there to be a part of what we're doing, y'all. Right here, what it says, Facebook /Real Hot Fresh and also YouTube /Real Hot Fresh. This is how you can watch us each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. live with me and Z-Fly and all of our other, guests, hosts and all like actual guests that we have. If you guys like what we're saying, you like what we're doing, y'all, please let us know something. Talk to us. We don't want to be here by ourselves. Talk to us. And I know we got some people watching, hopefully, because we got some NBLs. I'm going to tell you about that later. Supposed to be, listening in. So, all right, y'all, that was our ad for today. First ad. We're going to keep things moving to our first topic of the day. You ready, Z-Fly?
I am ready.
So our first topic of today is this. Are we as humans fooling ourselves believing that it's not nice or right to judge someone by their appearance, image, or ensemble? But hold up. Isn't judging a part of our human DNA? All right now. Oh. Ooh. So, technically, if you want to go by the Bible, we're not supposed to judge nobody. So judging is not supposed to be what we do. But is it part of our DNA? It became part of our DNA when we disconnected ourselves from the source. I just say, when we got the freedom of choice, freedom of choice came all those things. Came judging, came, power and all these things, evil. All these other things came out of that disconnect. So I feel, are we fooling ourselves that believing it's not right? No, I think that we should understand and know. We should really know it's not right. Like morally, it's not right. And the reason why I say that is because my mother always told me something. Don't do something to somebody you don't want done to you. And that always rings in my life. I live my life that way. So if I think about things that way, why would I sit here and judge people when I don't want anybody to judge me? And right. To be honest, in all actuality, people are judging you with their own subconsciousness because it's their own shit. Period. They're only judging you because they feel something about themselves ain't right. Because if you're confident and you know what you got and you got your own things and you moving and you making moves, you ain't worried about what nobody else doing. You got time to judge nobody else. So you ain't worried. But when people got time to sit here and judge, they got time on their hands to mind somebody else's business, that means that they got a lot of business of their own they ain't dealing with. They're trying to run from it, they're trying to hide it. And so judging somebody by their image or by their appearance is not right. You can't judge a book by a cover. You heard that time plenty of time. Judge a book by, because you never know. When you judge a book by cover, you're being very ignorant. Because that could be the blessing in your life. That could be your husband, your wife, your boyfriend. That could be, that could be your future business partner. It could be a lot of things. And when you judge people by their appearance, you're missing out. There's plenty of millionaires that dress like bums. Because you got money, you have to floss and show it and you walk around saying, hey, look at me, look at me. You don't have to do that. So I don't think we're fooling ourselves by believing that it's not nice or right to judge somebody by their appearance. Don't judge somebody. It's none of your business. You don't know what somebody's struggle, what somebody's going through. Boom. That's it. Is it a part of our human DNA, though? It is. Once we got disconnected from the source and, got freedom of choice to do what we want, that's when all those things came in. So, yeah, it is a part of our DNA, unfortunately. But you look at the Bible, but they were back in the day with judging stones at people when they thought there was witches or, committing adulteries and all this stuff. You're judging. So, judging's been there since the beginning of the time. It ain't going nowhere. Right. Talk to me.
Okay, I mean, for me, I definitely, I definitely feel like it is part of our DNA. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, it's just kind of in us. You know what I'm saying? Like even though people, like you said, you hear the Bible say, don't judge. Your parents say you don't judge, but I mean, we judge. For one, part of the problem I've noticed is that we as human beings, we are really so, we are worried about the physical. Even though you always hear, worry about the inside, they're a great person inside. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you can't get past the physical part, then you'll never even meet their insides. I remember having a friend, he's no longer a friend now, but he was dating someone and the person wasn't really physically, his type. But they was they was a great person. But however, even though he knew that, they would love him, they would treat him good, they would treat him like a king, he couldn't get past the physical part. And, he just kept saying things like, oh, well, I wish that they would go to the gym a little bit, or, I wish they would just do this to themselves. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why not?
Is that not what they wanted for themselves, these lives? Like, for instance, the boyfriend that he was with, right? Is that not what he wanted for himself? Like, he didn't want to go to the gym? Like, he liked the way he was? Like, because when you got to meet people where they are, right? So if you met me, when I was 245 pounds, not anymore, but you met me then, and you have to meet me where I was back then. I wasn't in the mind frame to want to work out and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just in the mind frame of listening and not finding myself. So if you get with someone and you connect with them and you commit to them as a boyfriend, then you're committing to all of it because you signed on for it. So unless they're saying, hey, I want to work out, I want to be more fit, and that's what they're implying that they want to do, then that's different. But if you're trying to force that on them, because you want them to look better in your eyes. And why you even want them in the first place? That means
Right.
you're taking either too. Because that means you can never fully commit to this person if you can't see past the physical. If them treating you the way you deserve is not more important than seeing past physical connections, you know, you don't deserve them. How about that? You don't
That's
deserve that person.
That is true. That's so true. That is so true. And you know what too? And then like just like the littlest things, you know what I'm saying? People judge you on. You know what I'm saying? Just like with, with like for example, like I think in our live this week we was talking about just how people would judge you on, what political party, you vote for, your religious background. I mean, we judge on the simplest things, you know what I'm saying? How you wear your hair, sometimes the way
What
you
clothes you
speak, everything. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. When you think about all that, it's definitely in our DNA. Are we fooling ourselves? What I'm saying, believing that what is it? It's not nice or are we fooling ourselves? No, I don't think we're fooling ourselves. I mean, I think I just think that people are just too, what's the word? They're too they just get so,
sensitive,
that again.
sensitive.
Yeah,
You're
they,
trying
well,
to find
yeah,
a
yeah.
word.
Well, yeah, well, yeah,
I was
well, yeah, well, yeah, well, yeah. People are sensitive. I was going to say like people are so, I guess, pretentious or either on narcissists. You know what I'm saying? Like, people
narcissistic.
are so into them, and then also too, like people are getting so bad now that like it's almost like if you don't look like them or if you don't look like how they think you should look, they don't want to be around you. Like I've even known people that would be like, oh well, if you know what I'm saying. Whenever I have friends, I want my friends to be beautiful. I want my friends to be gorgeous. I want my friends to be fit. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you gonna have gorgeous, beautiful, fit friends just to be friends with the person? So you know what I'm saying? So it's like this
Sounds right
physical.
about you. Sounds right
Yeah, no,
about you, friends. I have people around you like that, and not for you who they are. I don't want nobody to be around. I don't want nobody to be around me because that's my music friend, and I want to be around him because I know he's gonna have music going like that. That's the
yeah,
only reason to be around me, friend. Don't be around me. Don't be
exactly.
around me. Because
That's
I'm way
true.
more than that. My friend got good advice and he knows how to, motivate me to be great. That kind of stuff. Oh, you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Not because you
Exactly.
look good.
I know, I know, and then so that's why I say like a lot of times whenever I be hearing like what I'm saying, all these sayings and things about, oh we gotta be we gotta be together, be better, we gotta love each other, da da da. But it's like where do you really start? Or even though people are saying we gotta be better, but like how deep what I'm saying are we already off course to even try to get better? Because you know what I'm saying, like, and then also too who what I'm saying, who do those things actually who is it directed to? Is it directed to, what I'm saying, the popular people, the rich and famous, what I'm saying, or is it directed to like more of the vulnerable people who already got low self-esteem and things like, because you know what I'm saying, because like people who are popular, like they don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, oh well, I do whatever, I look good, I got friends, I say whatever I want to say to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people they're not even trying to change their ways. You know what I'm saying? Because people endorse their bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go
Boom.
there and you're talking about a group of people that's what I'm saying that like you feel is beneath you. Some people will laugh or what I'm saying, clown. Oh, yo, that was funny. Oh, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? So they're not trying to change. So
But that's why we got to change that. That's when we see ignorance and foolishness, somebody speaks up about it. See, one thing I don't do is that kind of foolishness. I don't like to see people being bullied or being made fun of or somebody else's jokes because they feel like it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. Mm-mm.
at all,
Absolutely.
at
That's
all.
why you got to be the change. You got to be the change you want to see. Now, a lot of times people ain't willing to be that change, and that's the problem. You can't call yourself a leader. I hope y'all listening. You can't call yourself a leader if you're not willing to take the risk that it needs to take to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's not gonna be easy, but you gotta go with it. If you're gonna stand for something, you better stand for something, fall for anything. Because that's what will happen. There's too much to be distracted by and be a part of, so you better stand for something. And be a leader. Be a freaking leader. When you're around leaders, leaders don't be sitting here judging people. They pour into you and they'll tell you, hey, you need to work on this. Hey, this, and that. They're gonna pour into you. They're not gonna judge you. If you got people in your life that are judging you, you need to reevaluate your friends. Because
Yeah,
your friends should be pouring into your life. They should be encouraging you. They should be helping you to be great. That's what they should be doing. So if there's someone in your life right now, I'm preaching to you, those of you listening, in your life right now that is always judgmental, always trying to bring you down, always with negativity, let them go. Because they're pulling sucking your blood, technically. Sucking the blood out of you. Let him go. Let him go. All right now. D-Spot, stop this. Give me one more quick thing. And we're going to get to Drunk Off the Juice. Before we get to that, we got to get to our ad. So
Let's
right now,
get
right
this money. This money.
Let's get to this money right here. All right, cool. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that was our topic, and now we're going to get to this ad right here. So we have a special contest going on right now. For those of you out there that want to win $100, $100, you got to have access to get the $100. You got to be our diamond listener. And to win, you have to listen each week. Tune into our live at 5 on Wednesday and on Friday under Real Hot Fresh on Instagram. And also on here on Sundays at 8 p.m. Keeping it Real Hot and Fresh all summer long. Comment, talk, say some things. Let us know you're there. Be a part of the show. We had some amazing people doing the live this week that were super dope. So shout out to y'all that were on our live this week and making it happen. Trying to get that $100. We appreciate you, real talk. And so, yes, those of you out there who are listening and want to be our most valuable listener, want to win that $100 going to the August 31st. So you got time. You got time. If you're just now listening, come on in the room and jump on that because you can get to $100. Feel me? Okay. Most valuable listener, our diamond listeners, we're listening and we're waiting for you. All right, D, so we ready to get drunk.
That's what's up. All right. All right. So, sure, we're going to keep this thing moving. What's that next topic that we got to talk about?
We gotta get the Drunk Off the Juice first. What happened to Drunk Off the Juice? Drunk Off the Juice. This time it get.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, I'm going to get off camera for a second and go to my notes because you know how to do it. But this is Drunk Off the Juice. All right, cool. So let's get to it. So, oh, y'all, my phone is ticking. I forgot to tell y'all about my phone. So, our man, tagging star, Carol Baskin slams Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion for the big cat imagery in the WAP music video. Claws out. She doesn't approve of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion using big cat imagery. The video dropped Friday, August 7th. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Was filled with feline-inspired visuals, including leopard and tiger print costumes, images of leopards and white tigers walking on the rappers. So the animals weren't actually in the room. Weren't real animals, it was just, CGI imagery. Weren't in the room. The Big Cat Rescue CEO told CMZ that she said that this was just unnatural and confusing. She said that the video says a temple message is the hunt which is the future of big cats, adding that it glamorizes keeping tigers as pets. She fears that every ignorant follower will want to imitate by doing the same. Look what she said on her mouth, y'all. She said she's afraid that every ignorant follower is going to follow and want to have cats run around the house. They are little tigers. Hello, girl. What is she? The star-studded music video not only features appearance of big cats, but also included cameos from Kylie Jenner, Normani, Rosalia, Rubia Rose, Mulatto, and Sukihana. Earlier that day, Cardi B had told Apple Music she doesn't understand why some people enjoy instigating fan wars between female musicians. I like people who want to put female musicians against each other. She told Zayn out. She said it's the people that be trying to do that shit every single time. I feel like there's a female artist that's coming up, and their mainstream moment always seems like they want to have some comments like, oh, they taking over your spot, oh, they taking over this, they taking over that, and it makes me feel like, damn, why it gotta be like that? Because I actually like Shorty's music. She likes the video and bringing people together. That's why she did what she did. So at the end of the day, this Netflix star, the CEO, she scored her she's awarded the Greater Windward Exotic Zoo, the whole freaking zoo in Windward, Oklahoma. So shout out to you, girl. Shut your mouth though. You talking that BS and you gonna get your mouth slapped talking all that BS. You don't talk stuff like that. What you have to say about that Megan Thee Stallion video? What she had to say? She said ignorant followers are gonna want to have tigers and go. That was crazy. Karen, people gonna bust you upside the head. You better stop talking like that. Don't talk that talk until you walk that walk. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so I actually saw a little bit of it, and for one thing, who's getting these tigers? You know what I'm saying? Like who? I mean, now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, some now, there was somebody who actually had one of those tigers as a pet, didn't they? One time in Harlem.
Yeah, there's people that did it in the past. Yeah. But who can afford a tiger? First of all, it takes a lot of money. So for to make that comment was ignorant. She just wants to be heard. Probably sit your ass down and go tiger to house someone.
Right, and you know what? Like what gets me is, there was a lot going on in that video. I mean, to me, right. To me, my thing is, I would have more to say so just about the video itself, not even the cats. I mean, but there was a lot of stuff going on. But my thing is just like people, just how in this environment, you know what I'm saying, this culture we're in, people still do not care about complaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're talking about now. And see, but see, now, Troy, here's what I'm talking about now. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cats are cool. Your cats are nice. But look how she went in about these cats. Now, did she go in about these people's lives who are getting killed these days? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Did she go in as hard with, you know what I'm saying, people getting killed? You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go in hard for these cats.
You worry about ignorant people wanting to go. So we ain't got money to go get no goddamn tiger, fool. Who want to have a tiger in their house? We live in apartments. We don't live in houses right now. I'm not saying all of us, but come on. Most of us live in, renting. Who will have a whole tiger in their house when they're renting something? You don't even own it. Bye.
So what you do? You can take your stimulus checks and your unemployment checks to go buy a tiger, right?
I'm going to tell you something on you on that one. Goodbye. Liberty Relics today. Have y'all seen Kelly Osbourne lately? Kelly Osbourne stuns fans with her 85-pound weight loss transformation. Can you guys believe 85 pounds? First of all,
That's a lot.
I don't think she was that big to lose 85, but she looked good. I saw it. She looked good. So fans of Kelly Osbourne have taken notice of the British actress' slimmer figure in recent Instagram Snapchat she's posted. The 35-year-old revealed that she has lost over 85 pounds, and she commented as a comment that she directed to Olivia Tantamai, the mother of media personality Jenny Mai. That's right, Mama Mai. I lost 85 pounds. Since I last saw you. Can you believe it? And that's what 85 pounds. I'm still trying to figure it out. Other famous friends, that's right. Other famous friends gussed over the star's new look, which included her pinup style pastel purple hair and red Gucci onesie. You look good, girl. That's an American drag queen. And lyricist Voxy Vox commented under her picture. She said, I hope your heart feels as great. Meanwhile, several Osbourne's non-famous followers know that she looks pretty unrecognizable. Y'all got to see this, y'all. I'm just saying, back in 2020, Osbourne adopted a vegan diet and began hiking regularly to keep her weight down, according to good reports. And then on December of last year, she shared an Instagram post that her New Year's resolution was to care for herself. 2020 is going to be the best year for me, she wrote at that time. So shout out to you, Miss Kelly. I want you to lost 85 pounds.
Okay. Listen, I want to ask. I want to ask her what is her trick. You know what I'm saying? That's about how much I need to lose.
Stop. You strive, you lose 85 pounds. Don't you do that, friend?
No, but you know what? I mean, but you know, yeah, that's really good. You know, and you know, at first she needs to tell her trick to the other girl. What's the other girl the one that sings? She's on The Voice. White girl. She was on
Megan Trainor.
No, not Megan Trainor, but the other one. She I think she won American Idol back in the day. Right now she's a host.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, now listen, that's what I thought you was talking about. I was like, she finally lost weight. But no, you talking about Kelly.
You want something else?
Listen, Kelly Clarkson, she's out of control, but we ain't talking about her right now. But look, Kelly.
He said, Miss Osbourne, friend. He said, friend, forward those notes over to Kelly Clarkson. That's what he said. I'm gonna move right along because he can get us some trouble.
I'm judgy, I'm judgy. But like,
he's gonna get us some trouble. That's our list today. First of all, OMG, have you seen these videos surfacing about Black Lives Matter protesters clashing with pro-cop groups all over? I saw a couple videos in Brooklyn. I saw a couple videos right. This one I'm talking about today is from Fort Collins. So this time, Black Lives Matter protesters beaten by pro-police protesters. Cops to make arrests on both sides. Fort Collins Police Service has shed a bit more of a light on those who arrested and why, saying that they took against members of both parties while apparently chastising the pro-cop group's methods. The agency says it arrested 4 different people in connection to Saturday's brouhaha, booking them on charges of criminal tampering and resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and possession of illegal weapons. They didn't specify which suspects were affiliated with which groups, but they did note that they arrested on both sides of the fight and are looking for other troublemakers that got away. The SCDS also says, we respect everyone's right to peacefully assemble. Officers have constantly supported these rights in recent months as people have gathered to make their voices heard. For the safety of our community, acts of violence and other unlawful behavior have not and will not be tolerated by anyone. This comes down the line. Truly supporting and calling represented its values. Hello. Committing crimes in our community is not a way to support police. We stand for safety, period. We want all of our community members to feel safe in Fort Collins. We reject a form of hate. There seems to be a shot at the pro-police group, many of whom were on video throwing down, arguing with some of those Black Lives Matter crowds. A pro-police group beat up a group of Black Lives Matter counter-protesters, and you actually hear someone from the police group saying, "Don't use weapons, but punching is encouraged." The group, Black and Blue, was holding a rally in Fort Collins, Colorado, when the Black Lives Matter movement showed up. It appears that the blue-black crowd went after the Black Lives Matter protesters, hearing them shout, "Everybody keep their hands off their weapons. Keep punching everybody in their face. Don't shoot anybody." Someone from the Black Lives group even said, though they were not aggressors, they were detained by the police and never told why.
It ain't good.
Don't use weapons. Punch them in the face. Is what's being heard by pro-cop group in Colorado against Black Lives Matter protesters. They beat them up, and then not only did they beat them up, some of the Black Lives Matter protesters got arrested as well, and they weren't the ones that started this. And I saw some vicious videos from Brooklyn as well while doing my research on this. This is the next wave of foolishness that's starting. After the Karen thing started, now all of a sudden these pro-cop groups are starting. And why, if you're pro-cops, you want to start fighting? Now you think you're the police? That's what we're doing? That's what I feel like Karen went. That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing? Really? We're only trying to play police?
Now these are so these are pro cops. They're not cops.
They're not cops. These are groups that support cops' lives. You know, like Black Lives Matter, Cops Lives Matter. They out here trying to support cops' lives, and they're fighting. Telling them don't shoot them, punch them in the face.
You know what? And now this actually reminds me of. I remember I was reading an article where I think it was like some people they had like it was like a motorcycle gang, and I forgot the name of them, but they actually said that they was driving down to like the North Carolina border, Tennessee border, because they were going to set up, you know what I'm saying, so that they could help the cops, you know what I'm saying, stop, you know, some of these Black Lives Matter protests, and they said that they would do whatever they have to do to make sure that these people stop protesting. It's out of control. I mean, it's out of control.
That is crazy. My people, no lenses. See, our people wake up and pay attention to the things that are going on around you. When you out here protesting, watch your back. Because clearly there's some people out here that are trying to shut us down and think they're police and they're not.
Exactly.
So, watch your back.
Okay. Yeah, and then the sad thing is also you know what I'm saying, like I'm pretty sure somewhere somebody is, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, come up with a plan to scare the protesters. You know what I'm saying? This right here will be somewhat of a tactic, you know what I'm saying, to kind of scare the protesters. So you know what I'm saying, so that way you're not protesting, you're not getting the word out, your voice isn't being heard. So they're gonna definitely do all kinds of things. Just like you said, I feel like this is just a wave, and I feel like they'll continue to do even more things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say that the worst could happen, but if they're doing things like this, and because they don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever you don't care, you'll kill somebody, you'll hurt somebody, you do whatever measures you have to get your point across, and that's bad and scary.
Yeah, that's happening here in New York. Like recently, quick sad note, unfortunately, my aunt's coworker and another person that just told me this about the same person was stabbed just going to get a Metro card to go to work and got stabbed for no reason. It's real out here in the street. So y'all need to be paying attention to wake up. And so without further ado, that was been drunk off the juice. I hope you got drunk in wisdom and ready for next week. Because that was it for this week. So next topic of the night is this. Are terms such as black or minority or white privilege just a part of keeping us enslaved in our minds? That's deep. I think that, you know, there is, we don't, that man frame of thinking, first of all, let me back up. Words are power, right? So because words are power, and we're saying things like this gives those things power, right? So, yes, we know these things from ages and years ago, right? But I think we just start thinking in a different mind frame that allows us to use our words now as power and stop thinking in those little boxes that they used to put us in. It's time for us to take down the boxes and crush them down and have no limits. and become the people we were created to be, and the wisdom and the likeness of our, creator. Making things happen the way we need to as a people. Supporting black businesses, allowing other people that want to be a part of, black business, create black. It's time to do it, y'all. Supporting each other. What do you think, Z-Fly?
Wow. So this topic right here, I was really waiting for because you know
You got
what?
notes. You got notes.
Yeah, my thing is yes, it's definitely keeping us all enslaved.
I mean,
Because I've been seeing the problem. I just been seeing, what I'm saying, the way that it's been being used. A lot of times, people, like for example, whenever you hear, okay, blacks are the minority. Okay, for one thing, let me just break that down. Whenever you hear the word minority, it doesn't sound anything positive. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you feel more than. It actually makes you feel less than. Minority
right.
means that, what I'm saying, you're less than, you're not as much as this group or this whatever it may be. So whenever you hear blacks are the minority, now you're talking about a group of people, and you're basically just saying that they're less than everybody else or whatever. And then also too, so that's not good. We have to change that whole way that we think. Black people, how do we know that we are the minority? um who's actually doing these statistics? You know what I'm saying, like we're just going off of what somebody or some people or group of people told us that, oh yeah, these are the the numbers of each ethnicity or race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we don't really know as a person. Listen, people, they're already against black people anyway, so they can tell you anything, and then you know what I'm saying, making you think you're the minority. And then I just see how just being called the minority, how it really like whenever you say it in your head, it makes you feel like, okay, I'm the minority, so I'm just as good as whatever I get. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever going to be as good as them, whoever them is. So it just doesn't put you. It doesn't make you feel more. It doesn't make you feel ambitious. It doesn't make you feel like what I'm saying, like you can actually do anything. Another thing too is what I noticed is just using the word white privilege. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
good either. Because even though, what I'm saying, we all know what it, what I'm saying, we all know what it means. We all know what we're saying by it. Basically just saying that, what I'm saying, white people seem to have, more privilege, because of how things have been stolen, or the way things are put in place for them to have privilege. But I noticed too, but if you keep saying, oh yeah, they got their white privilege, oh, use your white privilege to help me, or use your, then what I'm saying, they start to make white people feel like, oh well, we are the number one. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying we got our white privileges, and I do have my white privileges. This happened to them, that don't happen to me. So it is starting to make them feel like they're better than. You know what I'm saying? Words are really powerful. To me, whites don't have no privilege. The only thing is that they could do maybe more, or they don't get in trouble, or whatever it may be, is because the crooked government allowed it to happen. So anybody can have privilege. And then also too, whenever you keep saying white privileges, other ethnicities, they start to flock towards who they think have the privileges. Because I be looking at how, I ain't trying to say that, I ain't trying to say no names, but I be looking at how just other ethnicities, how they act like they have the rhythm for the black people, but they don't want the blues of the black people. And so like a lot of times they still try to do like what you would say white type of things. You know what I'm saying? They still want to be in a white type of environment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the word white privilege. I don't like blacks are the minority. I just think that we really need to change the power, the wording that we use. If we're looking for better, if we're expecting better, then we definitely got to do better. And one more thing, Troy, and I'll shut up. But also too, just the N word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that needs to somewhat slowly start to be retired. I know a lot of times it just slips off. It slips off your tongue. But I just feel like for black people, if you're telling other ethnicities, well, no, don't call me this, I'm not that N word, don't call me that, then you need to start calling yourself that. And then another thing, you need to start pick and choosing what ethnicity and what race you allow to use. I know a lot of times black people let Hispanics say it. You go, oh well, they're Hispanic, but no, don't let nobody say it. Like my thing is, just we need to slowly retire that. I mean, that's my thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah. Back to the N word. I'm down with it. I mean, I'm depending on what environment I'm in or how I'm feeling. Sometimes I've used it. But I just feel like if we cancel the word N word, cancel it out completely, it can maybe cancel out, some of the pain and agony that goes with it that people still use against us. We can take the power back with it, but we have to choose the people to do that. I
That's
agree
true.
with you.
Let
Mm-hmm.
me ask you a question,
So,
Jordan. What do you think about because I know that a while back, maybe a week or so ago, we did a live about just the music videos, like the hip hop
oh
videos.
yeah,
I feel like a lot of that language needs to be changed too. Because a lot of times, they're talking about a lot of crime, lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? They're always putting down women. So that's another thing. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like as black people want to let people see a different narrative about us, then even like the things that we listen to, what I'm saying, has to change. I'll admit, of course, rap videos, hip hop, what I'm saying, the beats are, what I'm saying, the beats are nice, and what I'm saying, the lyrics are catchy. But if we want to overstand, I feel like that sometimes, what I'm saying, some of these music lyrics need to change too. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep putting out poison, but we want other ethnicities to respect us, but we're not respecting our people. You know what I'm saying? The women are looking like how they looking in the videos, the men talking about drugs and crimes and guns. Like, come on now. Like, you're just fitting into the stereotype that they're already saying about you. So,
hmm I agree. You better speak about it now, but I think it's time for a little thirsty stuff for us right now. We're a little
yes,
thirsty.
yes, it's time to get thirsty. So basically, you know what I'm saying. So this week, thirsty as fuck is about once again the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion video. And I mean, even though these girls, like the girls trying to come together to do a video, but are they looking a little bit too thirsty? Because like, what I'm saying, my thing is like they just why you gotta show so much skin? Here's my thing. Like people used to like some people used to think like like whenever you're a female rapper or female female rapper that what I'm saying you're standing up for your women, so what I'm saying, so you're standing up for the women, and what I'm saying, you're gonna try to objectify the men. But a lot of times these women rappers, now the men, they'll objectify the women, like, no doubt. But a lot of times these women, whenever they have the opportunity and the platform to, what I'm saying, suit up, what I'm saying, still look fly, but objectify the men, they just objectify themselves. Like, what I'm saying, they doing these lesbian type of moves, and what I'm saying, they showing all this skin. It's like, come on now. I mean, y'all looking a little bit too thirsty. Like, do every video, do almost now, Troy, whenever almost every one of your videos is you showing most of your body, that you look thirsty. And my thing is like, because look at the men. Whenever you see these male rappers, how much skin are they showing for the women? And like now in their lyrics, they might be telling you, oh, you know what I'm saying, they'll break your back and all that stuff in the bedroom, but they ain't showing you no skin. But why can the women just verbally tell the men what they'll do to them? And what I'm saying, just what I'm saying, let some of it be to their imagination. I just feel like that some of these women rappers, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they get the thirsty as fuck this week. So what do you think? Do you think they thirsty or no?
I don't disagree with you in regards to what you're saying about the music videos. I feel like it's important that imagery is everything. Like I said before, words are power, right? So if we utilize the power we have to make change, and we can. I feel like with the influence that they have, they could have used that power that they got from that video. In a sense, they could have just something totally different. I mean, 8, 9 months after not doing no music, the first song you come out is I got that. What is it? Whack, like WAP ass
WAP,
pussy.
yeah,
What is it?
WAP,
WAP
WAP.
ass pussy or whatever, wet ass pussy. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I got that WAP, right? Yo, Danielle, I was just saying that. If you took it right out of my mouth. I was trying to get there. That's what I was going to get to. Ultimately,
Right.
these are rappers, Queen Latifah, MC Light, rappers like that, you know what I'm saying, that talked about certain things about women in real life. They were the
Right.
ones who, set the bar. But once the things transpired from them, a Lil Kim and all these other artists, Foxy Brown started coming out, they sort of shifted the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So because they shifted the game, I feel like now as an artist, if you're a female rapper, you out here and you're not mainstream, you got a chance to make change. If you bring back some old school feel like Queen Latifah them used to do, like MC Light used to do, if you bring back that old feel and you watch that shit, you can kill it. And you can make change for female rappers and do something different. I got a song I wrote for a female rapper, and the song it's a hook, and the song is called Bitch. But it's using the word bitch as an empowerment tool. I've been trying to find a female artist out here that can take that. That's a big word, but using that word and using it to be empowering women with it. You got sometimes you got to do that. And I've been waiting. out there, and we're trying to find the right artist. We can make change in the world. You feel me? We can make change out here. Somebody has to put their foot up and say, hey, I'm going to do something different. Because I'm not so sorry for any fellow rappers out here trying to do it. Because that means you got to go out here and put the city out, and you got to go out here and put the boom boom halfway out just to do it. And it's sad, but you don't. If you stand by where you are, it might take you a few more years, but if you just keep your craft going, you'll make it happen. Because I guarantee you, mark my words, you know where to see as 2020 moves on and you get ready to see as 21 and Rel, all these people, that artists that have been putting their time in, like myself and other people, you get ready to see a flip and a switch, and it's going to be a whole new wave of artists out there, that you've seen, that are out here doing their thing. So just get ready for it. Just get ready for it. And that was Thirsty as fuck. But all right. And I'm not sure we can go with my boy G-Fly. We're going to run another ad real quick, G-Fly. Here we go. That's right, Joe. Live at 5. Come on top of it. We go live at 5, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesdays at 5 and Fridays at 5. I'm going to say it like Martin Luther King. We go live at 5 every Wednesday and every Friday. Hosted by Felicia Monet and Lolo Can Help. It's on our Instagram, so you got to log on to Instagram, Real Hot Fresh. And you can check it out. Please, please, please be active on our lives. We pay attention. We write things down. We write people's names down. So somebody's going to win that $100 from my MBL. So in order to do that, you got to tune in to our lives at 5, Wednesdays and Fridays. Here we go, just like that. All right now, y'all. It's time for my favorite part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a little ghetto. So I'm ready for my ghetto and give 10 ways, you ghetto. Z-Fly.
Hold on. Okay. We're definitely getting into the ghettos. We got one more comment. She said,
one more comment. Rhapsody, but people don't want to push her because she doesn't fit the image. See? That's what I'm saying. Okay. She just tells, don't give up, girl. Don't give up, Rhapsody. Don't give up. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Thank you, Danielle. You are most valuable listener today. Go ahead. Write her name down. Thank you, Danielle, for that. I know there's artists out there, as I said, keep doing your thing. If you're not fitting that image, keep doing your thing. Because your time is coming. Trust me.
Coming. Exactly.
10 ways.
All right, y'all. But right now, let's go ahead and lighten up the show a little bit. And let's do our 10 ways you ghetto this week. Okay, Troy, you ready? Here we go. All right, y'all. Number one, you ghetto if you've been opening up mad credit card accounts, forgetting the fact that once COVID-19 benefits are over, you still got to pay them. You know what I'm saying?
Ghetto.
Ghetto. They open all these accounts, you know what I'm saying? Getting all these layaway accounts and all that stuff. You got to pay it once the benefits end. Like, what's up? Okay.
First of all, I hope you're not that ghetto person that's buying all this stuff and they pay your rent there. Because at some point, that uplift's going to go. They're going to kick your ass to the street.
Pretty much. Number two, you the main one making the most noise about the children continuing homeschooling. You just mad because now that'll slow down your selling of drugs operation from your house. You know what I'm saying? The kids around can't sell them drugs.
Stay your ass outside.
Listen.
Go to the street corner like old school.
Are you mad or not? Okay. Number three, if your pets are starting to look sexually attractive to you, just know that you have been in quarantine way too long and you need to go back to work pronto. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Don't you be looking the cat up. Looking the cat literally.
That WAP. Look, that WAP. Number four, you might be living in a tough neighborhood if a gang of crackheads jump you and steal your mask. Now listen, they gotta be protected too.
Your mask, it's trying to move.
Listen, they gotta protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You gotta jump in and have it. You have it. It's only one mask to the top of y'all. What are you gonna do with it?
Right. Okay, listen. They're gonna split it up, Number five, why are you at the doctor's office trying to get your pets tested for COVID-19? Now, people have took their pets to get tested. You already know they have. You already know. And I ain't gonna say who did though. But you see my palm, don't you? You see my palm? But what color my palm? Number six, you wrong for walking in the back room. I'm sorry. Number six, you wrong for walking in the background around in lingerie and curlers of your son's classroom Zoom. Now, how many people you think gonna be doing that? You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Felicia, put a robe on, girl.
Y'all gotta stop doing it to y'all kids. Y'all embarrassing your kids while they're at home. Number seven, You know you living in the hood if your next door neighbor always making up excuses to fight you. Okay? Listen, you don't cut my
You ain't let me
side of the
borrow sugar
plate.
last time.
Uh,
I let
my
you
daughter
borrow the sugar,
always
let me borrow the win. Win. Win.
uh, right. Your dog did number two in my yard. Come on, what's up? Number eight. Now may be the time to clean your crib if your bummy friend has been sleeping in the corner of your living room and you never noticed it. Now you know that's a nasty house. You just be like, "Damn, I thought that was a pile of cloths. Look,
What
you know my
happened? Say
friend."
that again.
You said what?
Read that
I
again.
said, yes, I said, okay. You know it's time to clean your crib if your bummy friend has been sleeping in the corner of your living room and you never noticed it.
That's what I thought you said. Ooh,
That's a
that's
nasty
that's
house.
that's
You
that's,
know what I'm
that's,
saying? Anybody
that's
can stay over there.
anybody can say.
That's bad. Number nine. It might be bad if being in quarantine, you just noticing you should have never had kids. So that ain't good. Stop. But you know, but listen, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Quarantine has really made people feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to go back to school. Oh, maybe I need to do this. Maybe I should never had kids. Hey, people realize this stuff in quarantine. Understand. Understand.
I know some people realize they want to have no more kids.
And number
I heard a
10.
couple people say that.
Number 10, why is your freaky uncle, I'm sorry, why is your freaky uncle always getting arrested at the petting zoo? Now listen, that is not the cat. Listen, don't be
Maybe they don't
don't
let him
be
out. Maybe they just put him in a psycho ward if he over there fucking with the animals. That's too crazy. Too
And there
crazy.
you have it, everybody. 10 ways you know you ghetto. Troy, let's tell them about this giveaway one more time, shall we? Shall we? Shall
Yeah, so
we?
ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for our most valuable listener, $100 giveaway. Diamond listener, we're calling you. Diamond. Like our girl Danielle was today. Diamond listener, you got to tune into our live at 5, which are Wednesdays at 5 and Fridays at 5 with Shanice Monet and Lolo. And also here each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. with myself and Z Fly. Contest ends on August 23rd. And now the first of September, we'll find out who is the winner of the $100. Because I have Cash App, y'all. You gotta have Cash App to get this money. If you don't have Cash App, download it because you're gonna need it to get this money. Yeah. So most likely listening. That's important. Y'all been doing great. Y'all been keeping us informed on what we're doing and being involved in what we're doing. And the lives has been popping. Keep it up, y'all. Somebody gonna
Yeah,
win this money. Somebody gonna win this
we
money.
appreciate you.
Somebody gonna win this money.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, what? Okay,
So
and
before we
oh,
follow us, the host, IG, him right here to my right, your left. I am Z Fly. Myself at Troy Weeks Music. Cindy Monet, right and Lolo, right there. Lolo can help us. That is the Real Hot Fresh team, y'all. Like I said, us out again. Cindy Monet and Lola on the live at 5, Wednesday and Friday. And myself, we fly here on 8 p.m. Sunday night, keeping it fresh all summer long. If you want to support us, y'all can support us right here with our Cash App. Forever Live Young. Money sign in front. Forever Live Young. Money sign in front. Support us on Cash App, y'all. If you guys believe in what we're doing, you guys want to be a part of the Real Hot Fresh movement. You know what I'm saying? We out here, summer season, rocking, looking for new hosts to be on our show. So when the fall season comes, you're gonna see some new faces. We're on a new platform, doing big and better. We look like the real talk show. You see us? We like the
okay.
real. I'm looking at us. I'm like, damn, look at us looking good. We out here got copies and everything. We done upgraded. Y'all done blessed our lives, y'all. See, I don't know. Y'all done follow us to
Yeah,
GTF. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? We just upgraded and come a long way.
yeah.
In the company of our own spaces. We have to travel all the way to West Brooklyn to try
There
to
you
find where
go.
we're going.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And so you can be right here, right with us right now in this time. And the fact that people can see us now more clearly and be a part of what we're doing. You know?
That's right. So Troy, now you know
So,
now what they don't know is you know what I'm saying we got a new segment. You know if y'all remember, you know what I'm saying we usually close the show with 10 ways you know you ghetto, but you know what I'm saying but with the culture we're in, you know what I'm saying we wanted to be you know what I'm saying be positive and on a positive note, be inspiring.
yeah.
So Troy, let the people know how we're gonna end the show today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we do a new segment and there are shows now called I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dreams. And there could be aspect, that phrase is something that Z5 heard, right? It brought it to the show and it's something that sticks with all of us. You know what I'm saying? When you think about how deep that is, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Some of them right now fight so that we could be where we are today and do the things that we're doing right now. And so, for today, I am my ancestors' wildest dream. I chose Queen B. I chose Beyonce. And the reason why I chose Beyonce is because Black is King is out on Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus, but I see it on somebody else's. Shout out to Beyonce for making it happen. But the reason why I chose Beyonce, because I want to take it back to, the early stages with her in Texas and little girl with a dream. Mom and daddy, hair stop and a daddy that produced, making it happen. Put some girls together, you know what I'm saying? Put some beautiful little girls together and made Destiny's Child, right? And from Destiny's Child, we watched her dreams grow. We watched her do her thing. We watched her song on the radio. We watched all these things, right? And we watched Destiny's Child flourish into one of the biggest girl groups there is that has ever, hit time. And to this day, they still be throwing us little hits and things, make it happen. But that was history, what Destiny's Child did and what Beyonce did a part of that. But that was a big end for Beyonce because from the beginning of time, she was special. When y'all saw that video, I love you, Houston. When she's back in a little girl, they showed you that in her video. But from that moment back then, she was always, going to be great. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at what she did as a solo artist, how she started, coming out Crazy in Love, and how she went from there to where she is now with Black is King. First of all, Lemonade was amazing. She changed some things around with Lemonade. And then she said, I'm a top Lemonade. Black is King. And if you see all the ancestral, a vibe coming out of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure our ancestors are happy that she's one of our wildest dreams because she's doing a lot for the Black community as a whole. When she realized she was Black, for real, okay. She really, made a change on what she's doing. And it's really making an impact on the community as a whole. Even though I feel there's a lot of symbolism in all the things that she does. To me, symbolism can be, demonic. I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it can be. But the fact of the matter is people are listening, they're tuning in, they're paying attention. So shout out to you, Beyonce. I feel like you are our ancestors' wild dream. You never cease to amaze us, and you always keep the bar going. So for those young little Beyoncés out there, trying to follow in Beyonce's footsteps, look at what she's done for the industry. Look at what she's done for herself and her family. Look at what she's done for us as a people. And utilize that and channel that same, ancestry right there. And get into it. You know what I'm saying? And make it happen. I'm channeling my ancestors each and every time I hit the stage. And I definitely see that each and every time she does what she does, she's channeling her ancestors. So shout out to Beyonce. It's this week's I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dream.
Love it, yay! So everybody, that is a great way to close the show. Once again, that's a new segment. I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dream. Be sure to tune in because every week, me and Troy will definitely have be focused on just people from the 70s to present. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about how great we are. You know what I'm saying? As a people, as a Black people. Right now, you always hear things in the media. Oh, Black Lives Matter protests and people get killed and. This person never. But then, whenever you hear that so much, you can forget all the greatness of Black people. So that's what we will be bringing to you each and every week, right here at the Keeping It Really Hot All Summer Long show. I want to thank my guy, Mr. Troy Weeks Music, for holding it down today.
Did I do that? Did I do good?
Yeah, you did good. You did good, boy. You did good. So everybody, definitely be sure to follow him at Troy Weeks Music. Y'all know what it is. On Instagram and I believe Twitter too, or no?
Everything is that Troy Weeks Music. Everything is so quick and so easy. Period.
It's so easy. And then everybody, be sure to follow me. I am Z-Fly. Right here on Twitter and Instagram only. So yeah, that's where I'm usually mostly active. So definitely be sure to follow me. Troy, do you have anything? Troy, do you have any shout outs or anything to give to the people before we peace out of here?
Yes, shout out to those people who have been going along with the process and the interviews that we've done so far with Real Hot and Fresh. If you guys are tuning in, happen to be listening. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being interested in what we're doing and being part of it. Those who had interviews, those who were a part of the show, those who were part of the show more than once. Shout out to you guys. It's not easy to do what we do. We're out here, we've been progressing and going up, it's going to get better. And so, if you're out there and you really want to be a part of what we're doing, might still have some time. Put yourself on application, send an email. What do they send an email to? Or what could they want to find more person? Hit up Real Hot Fresh, or how do we do that?
Y'all ready? Send an email to rhfartists@gmail.com. So that's R as in river, H as in Harry, F as in fly, artists with the S @gmail.com. Let us know, hit us up, and hey, we'll get this thing popping. We ready. Hey.
Y'all don't know, we together, we turned up all the way up, even in real life. So that has been the Real Hot Express, keeping an all summer long episode of this week. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week. We have more for you next week, as we always do. We have the Live at 5 on Wednesday and Live at 5 on Friday with Shanice, Monet, and Lolo. So be sure to check us out. And please, somebody, anybody, be our most valuable listener. Somebody get this $100, or I'm going to take it. Somebody get the money. Because if not, I've been here. And I've been active. Give me the money. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Real Hot Express, Ancestral, be fly. See you guys next week, and stay safe.
They fly, not high.
Not high.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.